EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Patriots 7, Cowboys nothing.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 6.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Get ready. Get ready.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 15. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Wait, 29. Alpha.
Check pass. Check pass.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Brady now to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the edge. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Draw play, Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Not today.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, third and 10. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches half. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, 58, right there.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Patriots 7.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be, and oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Get ready. Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, 51, 51.
Let's go, D.
We got double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Slam, slam.
We're going to 54, wide in.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Prescott, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, a beast in the red zone. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On play action, now Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, set. 380.
Hey, eat. Let's go, defense.
Hey, 66.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Wait,
New England.
53!
On first down, Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
51. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They go to Elliott again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on first down. Michelle. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And it's Michelle once again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now the rookie's free. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return. Wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you,